Let me talk to my beautiful artists out there. Like talking to my beautiful creators out there, man. So fucking much. Yeah. Um, when you are creative on an extreme level, usually your mind is vibrating at a frequency that captures and catches things from a high density, like from a high dimension. And those things don't really come about in the physical world until a certain long period of time has passed, which means when you are creative on an extreme level, you are vibrating on a futuristic frequency. It's like you're living in the future. You already know what's gonna happen, and for you, it's pretty much, for you, it's normal. But let me tell you something. 98% of the world out there is blind and jealous and petty. People are petty, 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 petty. And you have people that are petty in the good sense, like these people have a high sense of morals and they're authentic, they will stand up for themselves and stuff like that. But you have another kind of people, and these are the majority of people. They are so fucking petty, and they are that petty. They don't even like listen when you're telling them that they are petty because they are so empty. They're empty and they're ugly and they're hopeless. They're empty, they're petty, they're hopeless, and they are shameless. When you tell them that they are petty, they don't listen. You know why? Because they are shameless. And they're so caught up in their own mentality that they would rather try and do more and more embarrassing stuff to you instead of trying to elevate themselves on a level that would benefit them in their family and their community as a whole. So if you're creative out there and you notice that in your environment or somehow people that you are in contact with or that you are in proximity with are petty, shameless, ugly, in the energetic sense, they are ugly. Like, they don't really have anything honorable. Not to offer you, but to offer themselves, really. It's so gross. People are gross, man. I'm gonna title I'm gonna title that video People Are Gross. That's what I'm gonna title that video. I got some stuff still in my teeth because I was chewing some nuts, some seeds and some nuts. People are fucking gross, man. People are gross. For real, they're really gross. It's creepy. It's gross, and it's people. It's people that you wouldn't even think, right? You wouldn't even think that, like, people that if you cross them in, like, if you came across, I mean, if you cross them in the streets, you would say hello, how you doing? You would think that these are normal people, but nah, my nigga. These are NPCs and gross motherfuckers, like really energy vampires and shit like that. And they're really gross, like, I don't know, man. I don't even want to say demons because demons, they kind of have a sense of honor to them. I mean, some of them. But these, I don't know, man. It's gross. It's gross. It's fucking gross. Let me tell you how to deal with gross energies. First thing you have to speak up, man. Speak up. Tell the gross energy that it's gross because they don't like the truth. Tell it, like you're fucking gross, like fuck off. Like get the fuck off from me, you feel me? Call them by their names, like you fucking gross, like You're ugly and you're dirty and you're gross. You feel me? You call them by their names, man. This video is gonna be funny because of that motherfucker right here in my teeth. So. I'm not gonna put it out though. Yeah, man. 98% of the world is gross, like for real. If you're really creative, like you're living in the future somehow, your mind is vibrating very high, your frequency is naturally high, you are really a kind-hearted person, you're like a soft soul in the most strong, like in the strongest sense of the word, like a soft soul, like the most honorable level to be vibrating at. If you're one of these people, man, you're gonna find a lot of obstacles in life. You're gonna find a lot of motherfuckers like energy vampires try to suck on your energy and then put the guilt on you, project their own shit onto you. It's gross. It's fucking gross, y'all. It's gross. It's and you don't want that. Me, I don't want that. Like, I don't want gross things. I'm not gross, so I don't want gross things, man. I know when something is gross, when it's filthy, when it's petty stuff. And that's how you know that the world is not ready for a lot of people. There are a lot of people living in the world right now. The world is not ready for him. Just like the world wasn't ready for Michael Jackson's innocence and honesty. The world is not, as much as the world says that they love them, as much as they can say, we love them, you know, we cherish them and stuff like that, they weren't really prepared for his honesty and for his innocence, for his softness. And I'm not talking about weakness here. I'm talking about pure authenticity, pure, like purity. Like, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. They think like the world is a ghetto and it's always going to be a ghetto. That's how 98% of the world really thinks. And it's gross. It's gross because if you're one of these, like if you're a part of these 2 or maybe like roughly 3% of people like all around the world, you will you read people pretty much easily and you quickly recognize their patterns, like their loops and patterns and cycles and shit like that. And it's fucking gross, man. I know you know it's gross, and I'm telling you, you're not out of your mind to think it's gross. It's really gross, bro. It's really gross. Trust me. It's not you. You're not going crazy. Nah, it's gross. It is. It's gross. It's gross, and don't think like there is something that universally they teach kids or they teach human beings in general is that the more innocent or the more honorable you are, the more sufferings that you must accept because you are that good. Nah, let me tell you. It's not like that, bro. It's never been like that. You don't have to accept or withhold or let me say tolerate. Yeah, you don't have to tolerate bullshit from gross people because you are good, because you're a good person. You don't have to. Shit really bothers me, man. I think it's gonna bother me more than it bothers the watchers. But anyway, man, it's not comfortable. It's gross. It's fucking gross, y'all. Yeah, try to like alchemize that shit. You can do a video about it, just like I'm doing right now. Or better yet, you can do a song about it. You can write a book about it. You can write a document about it, like some papers and shit like that. You can communicate your frustration. If you're frustrated, that doesn't mean you're negative or you in a low vibration. Being frustrated in a sick society, not being able to adapt to a sick society is really a great sign of sanity. A lot of people are telling me, bro, you have to adapt to what? To this like ghetto shit right here? A lot of people telling, bro, you have to adapt to the world and shit. Adapt to what? It's a ghetto like it's a ghetto world, bro. Adapt to what? It's gross out here, man. It's gross down here. It's gross down here, bro. Like for real. It's stupid gross. It's dirty and shit like that. I'm not going to adapt to that. I'm going to create my own shit, feel me? So don't listen to people that try to tell you like, don't like try to adapt. Adapt to what, nigga? So if everybody's, you know, kissing ass and sucking D, you gonna do that shit too? Nah, you're not gonna do that shit because you were not born for that, nigga. You weren't born for that, man. Don't settle for less, no matter what. I'm gonna end this video. Don't settle for less, man. Never settle for less, no matter what they present you with, no matter what they provide you with. Listen, you see, money is so fleeting. It's paper. It's you can do that shit just like water. Just like when you drink water, good like every, you know. And like you can even do it faster than that. Like a fucking river, flowing down and shit, streaming down and shit like that. That's how much you can make money, especially with hip hop. In general with music, but especially with hip hop, man, you can make so much fucking money, man. I'm telling you. So don't sell out for anything, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And when the world tries to tell you like, you know, come up with their fucking authorities and shit like this, I don't know where these authorities came from and how they get. Actually, I know where they got their authorities and their power from. They got their power from people that settled. They get this power and this strength to influence others, to force others, because they have a lot of motherfuckers that settled for them. That settled, that bowed down and gave them their power. So they took that motherfucker and used it against more people. It's crazy out here, y'all. I'm telling you. If you're one of these free souls out here, don't sell your freedom for anything, man. It's not gonna be good for you. Or the world in general. Don't sell out, bro. It's 2023. It's not the time to sell out, bro. Like it's the time to sell out is already passed. Like it's already passed like a long fucking time ago. Don't sell out, man. It's not worth it. Let me drink some water, man. Peace.